Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a reading today for the Divine Feminine. This is really going to be focused on your own spiritual journey. So any kind of healing, maybe even blocks that are needing to come up so we can examine them for ascension purposes. That's what we're really going to be focusing on here today. So just take what resonates and get rid of anything that doesn't. Everything that you guys see here will be listed down below. And before we get started, if you guys do like this video today, that would be amazing if you can give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, that would be fantastic if you wanted to do so, because all of those things definitely help my channel out. So let's go ahead and get started. What we're going to do is we're going to see what is the current vibration of the Divine Feminine at this particular time. Let's go ahead and take a look. We're going to go into the Soul Food Oracle by Rising Sun Oracle, and she actually makes this bracelet too, which is the Tarot Reader bracelet. So I'll put both of them down below. All right, let's see what we got going on for the Divine Feminine's current vibration. Ooh, we have coconut cream pie, dreamy. My head is in the clouds. So some of you guys might feel like maybe your head is just kind of swirling around in the clouds. What else do we have? We also have stir fry, explore. I am considering new opportunities. Beautiful. And what else? Ooh, sugar cookies, my favorite social. I miss your company. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and explore all this stuff. What does this mean? Why is it coming up? We're going to use 2 decks of my own here. We've got my Tall Tales Cat Crew. We're just going to add an oracle to each one of these cards plus a tarot deck just to kind of get some more information. So let me put these right here. All right. Coconut cream pie, dreamy. My head is in the clouds. Why is the Divine Feminine's head in the clouds? Let's take a look. Ooh, we have retail therapy. Wow, that's something I actually just did the other day because I was feeling really just all over the place. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to go out and I'm going to get myself some new clothes. And that's exactly what I did. There was total therapy for me. It was amazing. I completely had a total head shift when I did that. So I don't know, you guys, that might be something that maybe you guys are doing as well, or something that's going to help you. We have Page of Pentacles, fantastic. So the Page of Pentacles is all about little seeds, right? I mean, as I just kind of pulled away. So as a tarot card reader, and I'm sure that other Divine Feminines, if you do happen to, read tarot, or maybe you're just involved in a spiritual practice, or hell, just your job, you can just get really just involved with things, sometimes to a point where you're just not even doing anything else. And I just really needed a break. So I actually gave myself a couple of days to just completely pull away from social media, posting anything on YouTube. And it was really helpful for me. It really helped me just to kind of reorganize my thoughts and to just basically just get more organized, really. So some of you guys might just need to take a step away. Doesn't mean you have to go out and spend money, but it just means that you need maybe some sort of therapy, as in just stepping away from that desk, stepping away from the daily grind, stepping away from social media, whatever it is that you guys do, get some fresh air in order to kind of like chill out any type of confusion. So some of you guys might be going through this just like me, and this may be a suggestion for you. So let's see what else we have. We've got stir fry, explore. I am considering new opportunities. Amazing. Let's see what that's connected to. Oh, I love this. It says, keep going. We got Chibbers here. So he's in that little tunnel and it's got all those ghosts around him. And even though there might be fears or insecurities on the current path, it's saying, keep moving forward, keep exploring and considering new opportunities. If something fails, maybe pick yourself back up and try something different. Maybe try a fresh new approach. Whatever this is, it's just to keep going is what Spirit's trying to tell us here. Just keep going. Oh, see, look, make new plans, or maybe make other plans, or maybe just kind of fine tune a particular plan. So as far as maybe certain things not panning out the way that you had hoped, this is not the time to give up. Maybe some of us do want to give up. Spirit's actually saying no. Maybe you need to look further into details. Maybe you need to do more research. Maybe you need to consider a different plan, which is okay. But this stir fry says, explore and keep considering new opportunities. Keep going. Don't quit. That's what we've got. All right. And now we have sugar cookies, which is my absolute favorite cookie in the whole wide world, especially around Christmas time. It says, I miss your company, social. Are some divine feminines missing particular people in their social circle? So let's take a look. We have consult an expert. Interesting. Some of you guys might be feeling kind of depressed or sad or just really melancholy because you're missing the way that things used to be. I can actually attest to this. For some reason, the other day when Mr. Moon and I were swimming, I think it was on Sunday, a lot of stuff with my mom came up, you know? So, when we were younger, and I don't want to say like we had the perfect upbringing because every family has their crap, but I just remember until I was probably in my mid-20s, my mom was just always there. She was a solid part of our lives, and she went through, I guess, what you could call a midlife crisis. And when she went through this midlife crisis, she completely just upheaved everything and changed everything. And it's like I was a young adult, and maybe I just had always relied on my mom to be like that figure in my life, that foundation, and our family home, and everything was just uprooted. And so I was just like, wow, like I still have a lot of abandonment issues. I still have some traumas that I may not even realize that I still have. I may even project those traumas onto other people in my life. So it really, really pushed me to do some research and like an expert, right? Like an expert, like a therapist or, getting some opinions on recovery and stuff like that, where I was just like, wow. So it's interesting how things, whatever you're going through, you will usually project that onto people in your social circle, or people in your social circle will have a way of triggering you. So that way you can work out these traumas. So if some of you guys are feeling like, there's a friend or just a family member or a person in your life where you're just feeling triggered, this is because you're being pushed to look at it, deal with it, and try to figure out a way that you can move past this instead of continuing to go in the same circle and have the same issues, okay? Like I have certain issues that always follow me around, and we can sit there, oh, look at this, oh my God, Spirit's amazing. And we could always just like go, I don't understand why this is always happening to me. So like, seriously, I have said those exact words. I just don't get it. And I'm not trying to make fun of it, but it's just like, how many times can you do the same thing over and over again until you realize that you're actually creating this because your own energy it like believes it. It believes that everyone is going to abandon you. It believes that no one really likes you. You've got all of this stuff that you're just carrying around in your energy field. And I'm going to tell you guys, it will be mirrored back to you from the people around you. Energy and what we believe and what we're holding has a way of coming out and being reflected back to us. So if something keeps happening over and over again, or let's just say something is happening right now, there's something for you to examine within yourself. It's not about blaming yourself, but it's about looking at our own toxic patterns and really being able to take responsibility for these things. So some of you guys might be pushed right now to consult an expert in something that you're struggling with, whatever this is. And it has something to do with your environment. And we are a byproduct of our environment. And, people usually have a way of attracting people that are going to trigger us or mirror what we're thinking about ourselves. So it's almost like a self-created chaos with Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is the stories that we tell ourselves. So like I said, if you're constantly telling yourself that no one loves you, that everyone's going to disappoint you and abandon you, guess what, baby? That's exactly what's going to happen. It's exactly what's going to happen. So we've got change your mind, you'll change your life. That's what it is. Whoa, that was really deep, you guys. So, I was going to go into shadows and blocks, which I'm still going to, but damn, like that was it right there. So let's go into the connections for the modern world that I created and just kind of see maybe what triggers or traumas or shadows or blockages might be coming up for us right now and what we can do. Okay, so we have mysterious stranger. And what else? Ooh, we have dormant. So something is definitely lying beneath the surface. Something's dormant within us. And it might be something about someone in our life that had hidden motives or just wasn't 100%, okay? Because you can see that guy, he's like got the hat over his face, so you can't really see who he is. And so there's some kind of a mystery to what is really deeply going on within you, is what I'm getting with that. So this right here is called the language of letting go card. So anybody that's familiar with codependency or has codependency issues, this could be something that's coming up. So we have this, or these two cards. Whoa, loving myself unconditionally and letting relationships flow. Wow. So on the backs of these cards, it goes into more detail. But what I want to say immediately, you guys, when you love yourself unconditionally, you're no longer going to attract in your energy field people that have hidden motives, people that are looking to take rather than give. Okay. It all starts with you guys. So there is healing that's available if we want it. So let's read this. It says, today I will work at loving myself unconditionally. It says, God, please help me to let go of self-loathing and other unproductive behaviors. Today, God, I want to hold myself in high self-esteem. I know I can do so with your help. What I want to say, you guys, because I work with a lot of divine feminines are more focused on loving their masculine unconditionally rather than loving themselves unconditionally. I don't really know why that is. I can only speculate, but we really need to work on the relationship that we're having with ourselves. When we love ourselves, we're no longer craving people that are hiding. We're no longer craving people that can't be 100%. Because if we're hiding from ourselves, we're going to attract other people that are hiding from themselves as well, because it's just that mirroring aspect. So really try. It says, get out of that self-loathing and unproductive behavior. You don't want to waste your time trying to figure out how you're going to unconditionally love someone else. What about you? That's what Spirit's trying to call our attention to. So now we have dormant. There might be something so deeply rooted as to why you would rather focus on loving someone else than yourself. That might have something to do with, let's just say, your upbringing or childhood. Maybe that's what you had to be. You had to be that person that was there for everyone else, taking care of everyone else. And so you've always put yourself on the wayside. So it says, letting relationships flow. So some of us that suffer from codependency, and I'm actually speaking from personal experience, I suffer from codependency, okay? So sometimes instead of letting relationships flow, I've tried to control the relationships in my life, okay? And why am I doing that? Because there is this feeling within me that I am afraid, this fear that comes up, controlling things by punishing people and all kinds of stuff. There's a lot of crap that makes me up as a person, and not all of that is pretty. But it's like we've got to examine, we got to start looking at those blocks and those shadows and all those wounds and start examining. And that might take an expert to help us through that. And I can speak from personal experience with that as well. If that's something that you guys feel like you need, definitely seek that out. But let's read this. I will stop trying to control my relationships. See, I just, that was the word, really. I will participate at a reasonable level and let the other person do the same. And says I can let go, knowing that the relationship will find its own life or not, and that I don't have to do all the work, only my share. Oh my God. So that's the thing. Some of you guys might be so programmed to do everything that you're not even letting the other person meet you halfway because you're afraid that they won't. You're afraid that if you don't do everything, okay, and control the entire situation, that the other person isn't going to show up at all. And then if they don't show up, then you're going to have to come to that realization that, you know what, maybe I need to let this go. And some of us don't want to be abandoned, so we avoid it altogether by just doing everything. So some of you guys are stuck in this cycle, going round and round, swimming in that same small pond, trying to catch that one fish. You're being asked to just let go. Know that this relationship is either going to work or it's not. You don't have to make it happen. You can't control other people. You can die trying. But you can't. You cannot control this. So if this is for some of you guys about your divine masculine, it may not be, but this could be other relationships in your life. But if you are trying to control the outcome of your, let's just say, twin flame connection or your divine masculine or whatever you want to call it, by loving them unconditionally, but yet you're not really doing any work with yourself. You're not showing up for you. You're just doing everything to get this relationship into union. You're selling yourself short and you're missing the whole point of this spiritual journey. You know, this twin flame journey is really about the self. That's just my opinion. Not everybody will agree with that, but that's just something that I have been, shown on this journey, is that it really is a pathway towards the self. So if you're not there with yourself and you're just expecting that you're just going to put all of this energy and time into someone else, you're going to be sadly mistaken, because the payoff is either going to be short-lived or it's just not going to be what you think it even is. So we've got to get to the core as to why we're trying to love someone more than ourselves, why we feel like we need to control this relationship by doing all of these, tricks and everything in order to get it. How about we start doing tricks for ourselves? How about we start entertaining ourselves and putting all that effort and energy into us? And then let's see what happens. So there's something here about the shadow work that needs to be done, you guys. All right. Hope that resonated. Doesn't have to resonate with everybody out there. Don't take it if it doesn't. All right, now we're going to go into how spirit is actually helping to guide the divine feminine back to the self. So we're going to go into this deck right here, which is called the Isis Oracle. Mother of life. When life seems dry, depleted, filled with repetitive tasks, or simply stagnant and stifled, dormant, you guys. It says, Isis, the mother of life, holds the ability to revive even the most numb, resistant, and difficult circumstances in your life. She calls to you now, seeking to bestow gifts of life upon you. Be bold and brave. Open your arms and receive. Now, this is the thing, you guys. If we're holding too tightly to an idea, like we have it fixated in our mind, that this is what happiness is. This is when I'll be happy. I'll be happy when. We're too fixated on a specific outcome. We're not going to be able to open our arms to receive anything else that spirit wants to give to us, anything else that the universe is destined to bring us. It's like we're closing ourselves off to destiny. We're closing ourselves off to other avenues of happiness or other opportunities to heal and to love, because we're so fixated and we have that tunnel vision on that one thing. You're meant to experience life, but you're not experiencing life if you're sitting around, let's just say, crying over another person, trying to fix that one relationship, trying to get that one fish under control. You're losing out on all of the other amazing gifts of life. You're losing out on living. So spirit is trying to push the divine feminine to open up her eyes and open up her heart to other things besides that one thing. Okay? Let go and you will see the amazing miracles that follow. So we're going to go into my Spirits of Darkness and Light Divination deck and see what spirits are currently surrounding feminine. I love this, the spirit of the cat. The cat is independent. The cat is fanciful, meaning like whatever they fancy, they go after, Whatever tickles your fancy. They're very curious about life. This is very Page or Knight of Wands to me. Somebody who's up for an adventure. Somebody who's just really focused on having fun. Doesn't mean they're not serious ever. It just means open up and lighten up a little. This journey doesn't have to be so serious or even dreadful if it's become that way for some of you. We have Spirit of the Grim Reaper. There's something that needs to come to a close. So the Grim Reaper is here to let Divine Feminine know, hey, there's something that you need to let go of. And now it doesn't mean it has to be forever, but right now, if there's something that's not working, that means it's time to let it go. Give it to the universe. Give it to God. Give it to whatever you see, however you connect spiritually. Give it over, Seasons, everything is seasonal. So it says winter. It's time to move to the next phase. It's time to move to the next season of life. Seasons will change and then seasons will come back around again. Beautiful spirit of the elephant. Community, social companionship. You guys, remember, that was the one thing that already came through, and it was with this social sugar cookies. Okay? Instead of, I miss my divine masculine, or I miss this one person, let's stop wasting our time in that energy. You have a whole community of people, maybe even other companions on this journey of life that you are meant to experience things and explore life with. So don't close yourself off to that. All right, this deck right here is called the Life Coaching Intuitive Oracle. What do we got? Obsession. I can't make it up. It's time to get out of your head, Divine Feminine, and back into your heart. It's time to get back to living. Try not to obsess. That needs to end. Try not to obsess over anything or anyone. Whenever we are too focused on one thing, we are losing out on all other areas of our lives. So we need to stop obsessing and we need to just start living again. Okay, I don't know who that's for, but that is what Spirit is pushing us to really get back to the self and get back to living. That's where the sweet spot is. All right, so now we're going to go into rituals, suggestions, and affirmations for self-love and care. Okay, so we're going to go into my Divine Feminine Healing Oracle cards. Crystal clear. I trust my intuition. Some of you guys might be needing or working with crystals or feeling guided to learn more about crystals. But we have, I trust my intuition. Oh my gosh, heart opening. Holy smokes. So we actually just got that. Obsession. Get back into your heart. Heart opening. Heart opening. This is, I forgive you. If some of you guys need to forgive someone, maybe even forgive yourselves, whatever this is, really put energy into that. This will help you to let go. Oh my God, I trust in the process of divine timing. Give this situation, give whatever it is that you're trying to control or obsessing over right now, give it some breathing room. I'm telling you, once you step away and give something space, it is amazing the miracles that occur. Okay, it'll become very crystal clear to you once you do that, once you pull away and give yourself some space, or whoever you're having the issue with some space. It's beautiful. All right, we're going to go into this deck right here, which is called the Archangels and Gemstone Guardian cards. And we're going to get a suggestion for a crystal. All right, you guys, we have citrine, beautiful. Oh my gosh, it says, are you lacking confidence? What do you find difficult to accept about yourself? So there's something about self-love. All right. Acknowledge your magnificence and focus on what you do well to increase your self-esteem. It is safe to be powerful in a loving way. Shine your light to reach your full potential. So some of you guys are being asked to pick up a citrine. Maybe some of you guys just already have citrine. Hold it with up to your heart. So you're working on your heart chakra. You're also working perhaps on your third eye or your crown chakra. This is really going to help to connect your intuition, your head, and your heart. It's going to help with this process of healing. It's also really going to help you to love and accept yourself, forgive yourself. When you can do that, you can also forgive others. And also you're becoming more powerful. You're stepping into your power. So citrine is the suggested crystal today for you at this time. Let's get a ritual for you guys for relaxation and healing with the Sleep Tight cards. Just say yes. Okay, so this is the ritual. It says, lie in bed with your eyes closed and start saying yes in your mind. With every breath you inhale and exhale, repeat the word yes. Say yes to life, to your dreams, to sleep, to anything and everything. Or just say yes to nothing. Words are powerful, and a positive word like yes will make you feel happy, relaxed, and carefree. Yes, 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 thank you. So this is interesting. Say yes to life. You see? It's time for us to stop putting space and time between us and living. It's time for us to get back into living our lives. That's why we have the card of Mother of Life. Say yes to life, you guys. It's not an accident that that's coming through. So if you're feeling depleted, if you're feeling dry, if you're feeling like your life is going nowhere and you're stagnant, this has something to do with the way that you've been going about your journey. So it's time for you to make a shift somewhere. You're the only person that can improve things. Your divine masculine or other people aren't going to improve things for you. You're the only person that's going to improve your situation, yourself, your journey, your life. That's it. So mother is feminine. Feminine, choose life. Choose to live again. Okay? So these are beautiful messages. We're going to end it with Soulflower. This is a deck here. It's really cool. It's called Soulflowers Oracle. So some flower suggestions if you guys are into flowers. And this is a really cool deck too. This one is called the Universal Heart Oracle from Angelic Revelation 144. So let's see how Spirit, these are upcoming blessings for us. Upcoming blessings on our journey. Oh, wow. It says your insights and perception and intuitive understandings are currently expanding in order to remove any doubts and confusions. This is nuts. Look, I trust my intuition. So it says the energy surrounding you is creative, inspired, and radiant. You are as his beacon, I think, of light for others. And Spirit wants to thank you for your service and dedication. Your life will now begin to move forward in alignment with your core values. Expand your horizons and speak your authentic truth to those that need to hear it. So some of you guys are being called to service. Some of you guys, what Spirit's trying to tell you is that enough time obsessing. For some of you, if you're on your on a twin flame journey, stop obsessing over your divine masculine on this twin flame journey. Some of you guys have already ascended past that level, but some of you may not have. It's time for you to stop obsessing on the person. Stop obsessing on union. This is about putting a lot of that inspiration and all this energy that you're feeling back into the self and also into your mission and your purpose. Some of you guys came here to be a beacon of light for other people. Some of you guys are being asked right now to step into service with shining your light. Some of you guys might see yourselves as light workers. Maybe this is a confirmation that you are. It's time for you to focus more on that than it is union and your masculine. All right, so this is our soul flower. Oh my God. Bleeding heart, independence. Hello, did we not just get the spirit of the cat, which is all about independent? Yeah, this is pretty damn cool. I love it when the cards just work out like this. Okay, let's read it. Bleeding heart helps you to recognize and strengthen the true source of your heart's power. Remember that heart opening, you guys? It's through the heart. This is also telling me that if you guys have gone through some real, just deep, tragic pain connected to your journey, maybe even to your masculine or just other people in your past, traumas, wounds, childhood stuff, that this is way through to your wisdom. It's a way through towards ascension. You had to go through this in order to get to where you are now or where you're headed. So it's through that pain that you're going to transform. It says it is impossible to sustain directing all of your loving energy to external sources or equally to rely on external sources to sustain you. Oh my God, do you see this, you guys? What this is telling you is that things outside of you, if it's union or your masculine, that's not going to sustain you. You might think it will, but it won't. Okay? So instead of remaining in this heart space of bleeding, remain in this heart space of being open to living life and loving everyone in your life instead of just, it has to be this one person. It says, fill your strong, independent heart from within so that you may offer love even when you're brokenhearted. So this is telling you, you guys, that no one is going to heal you except for you. Even if someone apologizes to you, it's not going to mend all the broken pieces back together. It might feel good and validate you for the moment, but it's not going to be the fix it. You're the person that's going to do the work and fix yourself and heal from the inside out. So again, this is telling us, like it did in the very beginning of the reading, we have to learn to love ourselves. Let's start putting that unconditional love and focus on ourselves, not on these external things. Yes, we can love everyone, but if you don't love yourself, you're not loving anyone else. I'm telling you that right now. So anyways, you guys, just so you know, I'm working on all these things myself. I'm not no better than any of you. There's no judgment here. This has been a lifelong journey for me and will probably continue to be so. Life is definitely challenging, but we chose to come here for a freaking reason. And it was probably to get our asses kicked a little bit, so we'd really get the lesson. Anyways, you guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.